about this pile driver you suffered in '95 because you missed a lot of action that year. What was the down low on that? It was a match of Too Cold Scorpio and Dean Malenko. Who else was in that match?
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero was my partner. Eddie and I.
Wow.
We were in Fort Lauderdale. It was 1995, and I was shit. I just got home from my honeymoon. I was in great shape. I was training, working hard, and we did this match. We did a loop on the loop. You know, we tagged up a lot. It was me and Eddie as baby faces and against Scorp and Malenko. And, you know, we were all buddies, and we all worked real well together back then. It was just a spike pile driver. It was my fault. I mean, it was during the heat, which I don't know why you give a motherfucker a spike pile driver during the heat, but they did that. So it was okay. I mean, I believe it was Scorpio who had kicked me up for the pile driver, and it wasn't Scorp's fault. When he grabbed me, I just never had grip of the back of his calves, his legs, to protect myself, and Dean was in flight coming off, I think, the second rope, if I remember correctly. And it was just the timing was off. I didn't get a chance to protect myself. It was all my fault. I just took the bump bad, and I was fucked. I just couldn't feel shit. And, you know, I know I'm preaching to the choir with that, with you, but I couldn't feel anything for, you know, several seconds. And they got me to the apron, kind of rolled a little bit to the apron, and then Eddie came in and he fucking, you know, went to town and just did what Eddie Guerrero does, and he just saved the match. And I remember laying on the apron, frustrated as a son of a bitch because I couldn't stand up, and I wanted to stand up mentally. I wasn't knocked out. I didn't have a concussion or nothing like that. I just couldn't physically stand up. I had no strength. And then the match ended or whatever, and I went to the locker room. I remember Tommy Dreamer helped me, and he's like, "You got to the hospital." I go, "Yeah, I'm fucked." Yeah, I was able to walk now, but not briskly. And I'm sure you had the similar situation, but you just don't have your strength. And I tore a bunch of bands, which for those that don't know what that is, it's muscles in my neck. I just ripped a bunch and had a little hairline fracture and a vertebrae there. But the main thing wasn't the bone; it was the muscle. I was out 9 months because, you know, they said if I would have completely broke the bone straight up, I probably would have healed cleaner and easier. Instead, all that muscle, you know, when I landed and took the bump, I didn't get a chance to tuck my chin. So what happened was my forehead hit the mat and the rest of my body supine back. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and it's kind of like, you know, not fun. And I'll never forget, bro, flying home from Fort Lauderdale, New York, with a big fucking halo on my, it looked like a fucking robot, and on my head and shit, and, you know, just all fucked up, and the pain I was in, and coming home to my new wife, I mean, not fun. I ended up going to where the New York Islanders, where they train, their rehab place, and New York Islanders are actually, that's where I was able to rehab, and that went on for a good 7 to 9 months, and then I was able to finally get back, but it was fucking, it sucked.
So when you go through this, you get the pile driver, you know, you get knocked silly, you fly back to home with the halo on your head, you kind of decommission there for a period of time. You go through any depression?
Yeah, of course. As soon as I got home, I was already mentally, creatively coming up with my return. I mean, because I was bored. I was home, and I was getting depressed because I couldn't train. I couldn't eat right. I had no desire to even eat. And then I got this new, my wife, she, you know, just got married, so she's got to deal with my fucking miserable ass. You know, and I was just getting bitter, and I was getting more depressed. And Paul, bless his heart, I always got paid. You know, he paid me every week. And I just built a big chip on my shoulder, Steve. And, you know, I remember talking to him, and probably when I was starting to rehab now after a fast forwarding about 6 months, I'm able to work out lightly, and I'm working out with the Islanders and shit like that. I was getting hotter and hotter and fucking more and more pissed off and bitter. And I said to my phone one day, I said, Paul, let me tell you something. These fucking fans in this fucking locker room, they can all kiss my fucking ass. Because not one of these son of bitches has sent me a card, a letter, or fucking sent the office a letter. None of the boys call me. Nobody give a fuck. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, Scorp called me when I got hurt, and so did Dean. I shouldn't say that, but I'm talking that was back when. But nobody was fucking really. Well, Paul was quiet when I went on this rant on the phone. It had to be about 2 o'clock in the morning, like on a Thursday night. And he said to me, brother, that right there is going to make you a lot of money. And I said, what are you talking about? It was that fucking rage. That promo you just cut on me, you need to bottle that, and that's what you're going to do in front of these people one day soon.
But is that was that the December 19th, 1995 Holiday Hell when you came out and you had the new look, the new wrestling style? Was that everything that you just described in the last 3 minutes was the personification and the creation of the new Taz? Of me, pissed off, mad at the world, motherfucker.
You're damn right. And that's where it came out, because it was legit, Steve. It was legit. And I think once I started rolling with that, then you came into ECW and we crossed paths, you and I. But that time was truly fucking enraged, and I hated the world, and that's when it kind of came into the whole FTW, fuck the world thing, and because that truly was my mindset. It was a lifestyle for me. I was living the gimmick, dude. I was fucking pissed. I hated everyone.
And you definitely tapped into that because, man, when you walked to the ring back in the day and you started doing your work in the ring, you had, at whatever weight you were, 20, 30, 40, you had intimidation. And you can't make that up. You either have it or you don't. And so, man, that, as you described the conversation with Paul Lee and fuck these motherfuckers, no get well cards. So why were you stuck on wanting to be a babyface before you said, oh, yeah, this is who I am?
You know why, Steve? When I got hurt, I was a babyface. So I just assumed I would come back. Right. That's all it was. That was the only reason.
Subscribe now on ECW Network.